This is an oral history interview conducted for the Witness to War Serving a Nation project at Nauset Regional High School on Cape Cod, Massachusetts. For the sake of this interview, please state your full name and community in which you now reside.
Well, my phone number I don't have.
Your full name.
Oh, Enzo, Enzo Brandolini, Brandolini.
And the community in which you now reside.
Well, I reside here.
Which is?
Well, I don't even know the name of it.
The Liberty Commons.
Huh?
The Liberty Commons?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, that one. All right. So the first question that we would like to ask is, what war were you in?
I was in the 4th Division.
In?
Marine Corps. Marine Corps in the Pacific, fighting the Japanese.
But what war were you in?
The 4th War.
What general war?
Well, Japan.
Which was in?
The Pacific Ocean.
Okay.
That's all right. That's all right. I
No.
know what you mean.
What was it like growing up for you?
I don't know. I just roamed around till I was 25 years old. And I went in and joined the Marine Corps.
Why did you choose to live on Cape Cod?
Well, my brother lives here with his wife and 2 kids. So I used to come here from California and visit in October. I spend a week with him and then here, and then I go back home. And that's where I went from there to Pendleton, the Marine base. So that's where I spent my time. Is there anything else? Just ask, don't be bashful. Just ask, I don't
All
care.
Right. How did you end up in the military?
Well, I had a shoe repair shop in Walpole. And a couple of the guys were talking about joining the Marines. They wanted to go to Boston, so we went to Boston. That's where I joined.
And you enlisted?
Yes.
Can you describe what a typical day in training was like?
Well, first day was you get up in the morning, you go to work, you go take a shower and all that, then you go to breakfast, then you fall out with the uniform. And
what does that mean?
you march all over the place, that's what you do. And march all through the camp, see? And then after that you have schooling on rifling, how to take care of your rifle. And then from there you go march again, then you go to school again. And I went to infantry weapons school, learned all about my rifle and all the guns that we use. I come back from that, I passed that, and I went to heavy weapons school, which is a regimental school. And I come out of that at 92%. So if you had 85, you were out. See? So I got 92%. That's it's your 17-foot long rifle. You fire a bomb in it, and you shoot down your airplanes from your shoulder, and then you get other guns. You got 50 caliber guns, and you get other heavy weapons, flamethrowers and bazookas, stuff like that. All the heavy weapons stuff that the regiment uses. We also use that once in a while when we need it, we'll send one of their boys out with a crew, and they'll come out with the weapons. Is that coming out all right?
So, you said you were deployed in Japan, correct?
I was deployed as what?
In Japan?
Yes. I was employed in California. That was our base. That was our home front. From there, we would go into Japan, go through Mexico, go through Japan, then we go out into the Pacific, and that's where we start to fight. By that time, the company already has agreement on what to fight for. So we go in and we'll fight. We'll assemble offshore, and part of the troops go in and I stay aboard. I'm a Jeep driver, so I stay there. So then when they haul me out, I have a trailer full of ammunition, and I have water coolers, I have gasoline, and I have ammunition and stuff that the company will need when we get there. See? So then I go in first. I go in second with my Jeep and trailer. I get off in the ocean, and my Jeep goes into the ocean from a smaller Jeep, what you call ships ashore. That's it. I'll go in the Jeep, and it drop me into the ocean, and I go into the ocean toward land. Then what happens is, if something sparks my Jeep up, I stop, and it won't go. So guy comes out on shore of the island with a tractor and comes into the water, hooks me up, takes me into the shore, which I get it started again. I go back to the company. And I land near the airport, which they make a dump out of it, ammunition dump and all that. So I unload, and I load up the stuff that I need, like food and gasoline and water and guns and stuff that I think my troops will need when they come in. So I pull in, I ride out to the island where they're fighting. So we go to their campground and their CP, where they have two guards there, and they load up my Jeep with the stuff that they already used, and I unload mine for the new business. So part of that division, or say a troop part, will go out for dinner, and they'll stop and they'll run back to us and eat their dinner. 10-1 rations. And it has everything. It has the beans, it has a bad meat, everything, all in gallons. You just freezes up and eat it. And then you go back to your company, and the other company comes out and eats. So we change, you see, like this. And that's how we do the fighting.
What were the people like in Japan?
Oh, they're horrible. Japan, you couldn't trust them. Wouldn't do nothing. They would do everything illegally. They'd start a fight anytime, night, day. They'd lie to you. And then we go out after that, the fighting, we get the people. Go out into some of the farmhouses where the people tended the cows and stuff. We asked them if they would like to come down to a health resort, more or less. But to come down to stay with us during the war, so their father couldn't fight us, they couldn't kill him. Their father would come and search the village and everything for food, dig the grounds up and stuff. So we would have American food and we have some of the Japanese food. And one of our drivers happened to find a Japanese cave which had all the food and stuff in it and the guns and stuff. So they had a couple of trucks, they load them up, bring them down to our place, and they give them out to the farmer's wife and the children. Now we get these large tents. We build about 3 of them. We happen to have 2 families. One family with a baby and 2 children and a girl. The other family had a couple of kids and a girl. And we fix up the tents so there'd be rooms. Have a room for 2 boys, the mother, the daughter, and then the other family, the mother, the daughter, the boys, the other room. Fix the tent up in the 4 different places. And we'd have the chow outside the tents where we had gasoline run stoves. And we'd cook. They'd ask what they wanted, American food or Japanese food. We give it to them. They're not paying for it. And then we have a couple of nurses who work on the ships. They're hospital ships. They'll come out and they'll help the women how to cook some of the stuff. They don't know. The mother doesn't have the charge to be able to feed the baby. So I give them canned milk that you mix it, you know what I mean? She didn't take it. So I jammed a hole in it and I drank some and I gave her some. She drank it, thought it was all right, so she took it. I gave her another can, 2 cans. When the nurse comes to your bivouac, I said, she'll tell you how to do various things. And if you ask her to do something to the baby, she'll help you. How to feed the baby. And that came out of the prisoners' camp. They come out all right. The little boy, he came home, and one of our buddies shot a calf, about a 5-year-old calf. And they skinned it and everything else. And back in the base, they would dig a hole, build a fire, and we cooked the whole calf. And we cut it up and split it with the parents. And what was left they could have. So they took that at home and they chopped it all up and everything. They cut it up in pieces and they wrapped it up and put it in cans. So they could hide it from their husbands or any troopers that might come in. And they would have something to eat. And the little boy, after a month or so, I saw the little boy in town, all dressed up in a little coat, nice coat for the winter. How thankful he was to get it. And they were all nice kids. Nice boys follow you around and everything, you know, do what they have. They do things because they like you. They follow you around. And that's what they did with me, out in the pastures. That was part of it. Is there anything else you want to know? I'll tell you.
What was the happiest moment while serving?
Nothing could be happier while serving. Troops coming in that you have to replace, bring them forward. Dead men coming out. You have to watch out for them. You know, you're always watching out for things like that. I got stuck one time with the tanks and the railroad. It was too narrow. The tank got the whole railroad. I backed my Jeep up to the hill like that. They got him to pass me by, and then I take out and go back to my place. My dump, see. That's when I unload, and I load up again with good stuff, food, water and gasoline, and the guns to go back to the servicemen, fix it up at the camp, and make sure the flamethrowers are working and all are working. We go back to the company and change the food, change the guns over again. That's how they usually change. The night times the same thing, only they use the heavier guns. They use the 50 caliber with mortar shells than what we need. About anything else?
What was the darkest moment while in the military?
The darkest moment is when you pull into a camp, and it's an enemy camp. You pull up to it, machine guns come at you, you have to come back, turn around and come back as fast as you can on a 16 millimeter gun that just blown in on us, landed on the deck. The guns didn't go off, they were loaded up. I went right over the guns, pushed down went over the wall like this. Yeah, get away from that. That was one of the most expensive that you ran into. That you would run into when you would run into an enemy holdout like that. They'd be off the road a little bit. They'd fire away. You go into the road, you see the tent, you turn around and come back. They're constantly firing at you, of course, that you get away, you're all right. And when we come back, we ran into two corpsmen who were walking a wounded man, stomach blown out, machine gun stomach. And we put him in our Jeep, and he sat in the back seat, and we ran to the hospital. We had hospitals all over the place. These are field hospitals. See? Every man gets shot, gets to the field hospital, they find out how bad he is, put him in another car, and he goes to the ship, goes aboard ship, and they take care of him there. It just happened that this boy turned out all right. I saw him full summer. I saw him a couple of months later, and he was well. He went all right. The ships on the ocean, there are 4 hospitals. They're hospital ships. They're like big ships. They'll hold 1,500 men. There's the 3rd Marine Division Hospital, the 4th Marine Division Hospital, the 5th Division Hospital, and there's a 6th Marine Division. Each one taking care of their own island. See? They'll take anybody, but they have to fall in, but they'll take their own men. And on that ship, they got 5 or 6 doctors. Help for anything. And they're full of nurses. Take care of the troops aboard ship that are sick and unable. And they'll have a few that have died, they'll have a burial in the ocean.
Now, Enzo, what did you do if you caught the enemies?
Well, we have to shoot them. I was going up a hill. There's about 5 guys up on the hill coming down shooting at us. We just turn around and shoot them. We have a BAR, you know what that is. It's a long rifle that shoots up 20 rounds. And we just shoot at them. They'll turn around and run. Well, we may hit some of them. Some of them may get away with it. But that's we just, as long as we get them out of there. Some of them we shoot, they just lay there, we go bypass them. We get by them and we go to our place. See? There'll be MPs around our place, roaming all over the place. They would, guys roaming around, other troops roaming around, spot these guys and catch them and take them in. we won't bother them once we get them out of the way.
What moment has stuck with you or has made the biggest impact?
Well, I told you about this family, 2 families that we picked up to come and join us. Leave their homes in the farm in case they get bombed by the enemy. They come and live with us in these tents. And that's where they fix them up so the children will be all right. And, family will be all right. Have a room for them. I would have a couple of nurses from the ships to come to help.
How did it make you feel when you rescued them?
We don't feel at all anything. We just don't think or feel about anything. Just doing the jobs, doing what we have to do. That's what we do. And at the same time, we look out for the enemy, see? Because they're all along the road part. And we have to shoot at them. So all this gets mixed up, troops coming in and out.
So now we're gonna ask you about the medals. What do you want to hold them up so we can see them?
Oh,
I can hold them for you, Joe. Hold them.
these medals here are combat medals. When we hit the island zone. We hit the island, we get 1, 2, 3, 4 medals, 4 islands. So we get 4 medals. And these here, are the islands that we hit.
Which islands?
Well, that's a Chinese island, and the other islands, I don't remember, because they gave them to me, I don't know which ones they are. This one here is my medal, see? It's because it's my outfit. This is where we shot our rifle. This is some of the troops we got. Now these here are all medals that we got from different cities that we fought through and got captured. And this here is how many times we're in the service. It's a 4 years apiece, see? 4 years apiece. I go to 1 in each sleeve. I guess that's about it.
What do the medals mean on the bottom, along the bottom?
These are the cities that we fought, went through. We get from the cities. We went to, they're all written up, see? Some of them, islands, Japan, different types. That's China. Some of these I don't know. I have to read them though. I'll have to look them up and read them. See. And this is stripes. What we got. I got stripes. And then I joined the Ball Canal, and this is my 4th Division guy. And we fought. All together, we fought about 5 islands. Different troops of our company fought 5 islands.
Do you remember their names?
Hmm?
Do you remember the
my
names?
island was Saipan, and Tijuana. See, those are the islands we fought. The other companies fought on other islands, basically, where they were. They fought other islands. I didn't know which ones, but they fought different islands. They got the same stripes as these, where they fought, see. Rifle shot. I wasn't a bad rifle, you can say that. But they put it down just the same what you made. So that's all.
Which medal has the most significance towards you?
Well, this for me is this one here. Yeah, I actually have 4 or 5 islands a year. So I went into another company after I got out for another island. That was this company. I got the medal for that. Could have been one of these guys. One of these guys. So that was about all I know about that.
All right. Well, I have more questions.
Oh, that's
that I
all
would like to
right.
ask
Go
you.
ahead. If I could answer, I will. See, now my nephew is a lieutenant colonel in the Army. He made all this up in Washington, D.C. He made the whole picture for me.
If you had the chance to go back to Japan, would you?
Well, there's no reason to go back, too. There's a lot of reasons. A lot of were islands. So you met the folks, and you passed the folks, but you didn't meet any of the folks there, except the folks that we helped, that we got in touch with. They were good folks. They were folks who were battled against the Japanese, against the shore of the islands. And a lot of them were killed. We went back and fought the Japanese aboard ships. We fought from the islands. We saved a lot of them's lives. And a lot of them got away. Saved a lot of babies, you know, that we had to fight back to.
How does it feel to have a nephew in the Army, and do you have any advice for him?
We all fought the same fight. So what we have to think about was, what was our mind? He was there to protect me, and I was there to protect him. Sometimes I'd be behind him, sometimes I'd be forward from him, and he'd be alongside of me. He has to watch out. If I have to use the BAR, I'd have 2 men standing next to me, and they would each have a load of ammunition, and I would have a load of ammunition. So when I was firing and we went out of ammunition, I'd get my 2 men to give me the ammunition. They carried big drums like that. They were on the shoulder, or carried in their arms. That's how I fought there. But I didn't fight too much with that. That's when I was put into a Jeep, and I was happened to be a Jeep driver. But I was an instructor in a BAR.
How did the war change you?
I didn't think that I was a kid going there, kid coming out, one thing.
Well, why did it not change you?
I don't know why. We came out of it, and I came out, and I came home. I was taught just to say, forgot the war and everything. Come to San Diego on board ships, and we'd meet our wives come out to see us, you know, and then we go to the camp. That was all right. I never felt anything wrong.
If you could go back in time and do it again, what would you do differently?
I don't think I'd do anything different than what I already done. I'd just do my job. I'd get off the ship, get on a Jeep, come aboard ship, come ashore, and join my company. And then I get along, I'd get to my company dump, unload my Jeep and load it up again with the stuff I'm going to trade for, and go out to the company. And there'd be a couple of guards at the company office. And you'd keep an eye out for that. We'd unload We unload the Jeep with the 10-1 rations, food ration, gasoline, and the extra pumps and stuff, and extra guns that we give to the troops when they come in.
So, what was it like at the end of the war? How did you feel? Was there any...
Go home.
Go home?
Everything was fine. Everything was fine. We get off camp, get out of the truck and go home. Drive home. Go home. Bed full of trucks, you know. Big, heavy trucks. And you get a ride home. Sometimes get a ride. And, you know, we get movie stars coming down to San Diego, you know, down to Palm Springs. They'd pick us up, take us home. We'd enjoy that. And we have parties and get-togethers at hotels where we have all the movie stars come there. And we have dinner. We talk. It's just natural talk. Like you're asking. And that's all we can do. But I hope it's interesting. The best of it is here, the book, see? You want some pictures in the book. These are different parts of the camp. These are the campgrounds. And this is one of our buildings. These were all buildings. Troops were all in the buildings. See, this is the wall. You want to read the books, you know. You got here's all. It's the whole wall. Boy, the wall. Saipan Tinian War. It's all in here.
And you were in the Saipan
Yes.
War, yeah.
I was in this one too. See, I fought this one. For Saipan, Tinian, and Iwo Jima. That's the one with the big dead flag, you know.
Wait, you were in Hiroshima?
Yes, ma'am. I was in 4 hours. That's the stars I got there. See?
Was that before the bomb was dropped on it?
Oh, after the bomb was dropped
After?
on.
What was that like?
Well, we're aboard ship. We see these planes come over. They fly over the island. They shoot at the island of Saipan and worry no more. Drop their bombs, and then they wait. We wait till they get through bombing. Then we go into the island, fight the island. That's where the difference is when it's fighting. We stop, we fight, stop, and we stop up along a hill. One of our guys gets killed. So the other guy takes over.
And the last question that we have is, what advice would you give to your grandson or granddaughter if they ever decided to enlist?
I don't say nothing. Let him go where he wants to go. Got a brain of his own. A little boy like that, he talks about the war. He wants to join it. I said, well, if you want to join, I'll recommend it. Someone to join. You like the Marine Corps, that's all right. You like the Army, that's okay too. I got 3 brothers that were in the Army. If you want to go to the Marine Corps, go to Boston, go to the Capitol building, join them up. They'll take you and put you in a hospital room, take you out to dinner. Go down here and have 4 or 5 guys already joining, see. You go out to dinner, then the next day take the train, quick, out.
All right, Enzo. Well, thank you for letting us interview
Oh,
you.
that's all right. Anytime you want to know, I'll give you what I know.
Thank you very much.
It's not that I shot anybody. See, I did shoot one Jap. He was having dinner up against a tree, and I was in the bunker in front of him, watching him. I watched him till he ate his dinner. Then I shot him. Shot him in his full stomach. It's the only thing I could do. Because if I'd have got up, he'd have shot me. See? But that's the way things went. But I'll admit one thing, that's about all I did. Otherwise, I just drove all over the islands, various spots.
But how did you feel when you killed him? Did you feel regretful? Or?
No, I didn't really feel regretful. I felt I had to shoot him. One time I just, well, here goes, see, I'll get him. But I'll let him eat first. Then when he lit the cigarette, took a couple of puffs, then I shot him. I figured he was satisfied. And one time I went up to my buddy who was manning the machine gun on the trailer. We went up, we went away from the company, we were getting ammunition. We were running out of ammunition, and we were coming back. And the Army lieutenant stopped us with a tank. Would let us go by. I said, you better let us go by or we'll be shooting here. And that time a colonel came by, wondered what was going on, and I told him. Colonel to the lieutenant says, is that right, Lieutenant? Says, that's right. He said, okay, you report back to the company. They fired him. I heard him, what he said to the sergeant, Sergeant, you're a lieutenant. Take over. Yes, sir. Take over. Those are incidents that happened, you know. You ran into another time we were going through the island. I had to go down and get some water for the company. I had to take a bath. He said, I'll go down to the river. Down the river, all of a sudden, 3 bombs come in. 3 big bombs. All of them were duds. Boy, did we get out of there. Oh, we even left the Jeep. But we went back and got it and come home. We said that. They understand what goes on. So the guys get aboard ship. And then Pete stands at the top of the food carrier from the ships. They're coming ashore, bringing supplies for the troops that are going to stay there. So we're going to leave pretty soon. So they asked us while we were fighting, you guys stay away from us now. Gotta keep out of here. Said, we'll keep up, you better watch out. We have 250 men out there watching us. We'll shoot you too. You know, stuff like that. You joke around. So, you know, when you get little happy laughs and stuff like that, it's almost like joking around, mostly joking around.
It's good to have stuff like that in the war.
Well,
it
you
brings
go through all that.
some lightness into the situation.
You go through the hardships and you go through the happy times. It's all happy and go lucky. Yeah.
Well, on that note, I think that we presented a
You
very,
lady, you want to know something?
very good interview. But that's all the time we have for today.
It's all right.
So, thank you very much, Enzo.
Any time at all, just walk in.
Okay, thank you.